nice and slow. Your laughter ripples like sweet warm wine. In this jazzy sultry space you're mine. The saxophone croons a velvet tune, while melodies dance beneath the moon. We'll toast to moments both grand and small, in this hazy, lazy, jazz-touched hall. Let's sit together in the mellow night. We'll drink to love till the morning light. Every glass we raise a promise true. Here's to the magic in a drink with you. Your eyes, they sparkle with every click. Sweet rendezvous over a simple drink. We'll share our secrets in whispers low, just you and me where the jazz flows slow. The world outside fades into the mist, but here it's our own dreamy tryst. With each sip our worries drift away. Let's stay together till the break of day. So let's sit together in the mellow night. We'll drink to love till the morning light. Every glass we raise a promise true. Here's to the magic in a drink with you.
The following live stream has been approved for appropriate audiences. It may contain occasional strong language and may not be suitable for younger or more sensitive viewers. Viewer inebriation is advised, though not mandatory.
Good evening, happy Friday, and welcome to Last Call, where tonight we are revisiting some more great music videos. It's a touchstone of the last generation, and while music videos still exist, they don't make them like this anymore. We're talking about some cultural revolution moments tonight, so get comfortable, top off your glasses. Don't be afraid to key up some of the songs we're talking about, because we can't, and we'll roll this Canarble Wagon right now.
Last Call is streamed before a live audience.
Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken! The Kraken!
Why is the rum always gone?
Well, for now, the Kraken is not gone. However, the shirt. It generally does run out if I don't. If you guys don't buy me a drink, I get sad, and then I don't get alcohol. So if anyone wants to buy me a drink, well, of course you can drop a super chat. But of course, there's also the PayPal. Is that PayPal, Netter?
Yeah.
Yeah, PayPal link down below in the description if you want to, make sure I actually get the full amount and we don't give a third to YouTube. But speaking of,
show him the shirt.
Oh yes. So release the crack. Well, I guess I should go full size, right? Speaking of Release the Kraken, it's Wees the Kraken. Yes. So yes, I did start a live. No. What's it called? A goal. So if you were here during Liquid Lunch, I had a goal, a super chat goal for if I don't actually even remember what goal I set, but whatever
5
it was.
super chats, $2 or more.
Right. It was I would do next week a karaoke stream. So next week we will be doing a karaoke stream. You guys wanted a karaoke stream. So tonight's goal is I need if I can get 10 super chats of $5 each, Netter sings on next week's karaoke stream. If you want to make Netter sing possibly multiple songs, I need 10 $5 super chats for Netter. It's for Netter, not me. She'll get that money directly. So just something to think about. Let me say hi to my posse here, starting with the beautiful aforementioned Netter of Netter's Network. How you doing, my dear? And what are you sipping on, as if I did not already know?
I am doing well, and I am drinking a seltzer water cherry flavor.
Cherry flavor, which I just got for her because she was running out. And since I had to run out and get some mixers for my drink tonight, wanted to make sure that she had, well, maybe she's not having an adult beverage tonight, but at least it was cherry because maraschino. Check out my liquid lunch today. And Age Boomer, how are you doing? You looking very Spike from Buffy there. How you doing and what you sipping on?
Just got water tonight. I had 3 peach iced teas with dinner. I had dinner a little while ago. I was at a Cracker Barrel.
So what you're saying is you don't want to get drunk, but you like to pee. Okay.
What I want to say is I don't want to get dehydrated because I had 3 peach teas.
Well, that's fair. Also, you are the designated driver, so you do need to keep it responsible.
I'll have a nice water.
A lot of channels that deal with the adult beverages always say drink responsibly. And someone asked me recently, why do you not ever say drink responsibly? I'm like, because I don't care. Do whatever you want. It's your house, your body. Do what you want.
Yeah, but if you don't drink responsibly, then you're playing the game of, let's see if my head can go through the drywall.
I'm very libertarian minded. You want to put your head through a wall, feel free. It's your head to.
That was on an episode of Wings. I think Lowell was at some party and like they were doing studs or not, and like I guess the idea is you bust your head through the wall to see if you hit a stud.
Right, because you could bust your head through most of these walls. It's sheetrock, and you can put your head through sheetrock, and it's just fine. But if there's a stud behind that, ow!
It gives new meaning to smashing pumpkins.
Ooh, yeah, exactly right. Speaking of Netter, she's either she's got like this nervous tick or she really means it. This whole love of my life thing. I gotta say, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I love you too, sweetie. She says, like, share, subscribe, become a member, leave a comment, gift a membership. Yes, and if you gift a membership, that I would consider that counting towards the goal, for tonight. Even though YouTube won't count it, I will. That's fine. Let's see here. Saying hi to each other. Curtis Selby, welcome, my friend. The tired midnight blogger, the voice of northern Oklahoma, where the winds come sweeping down the plain. Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube. Fluff Chick Productions. So glad to have you here, my dear. And Big Al Presents. I again apologize that I could not make it. Hopefully you will enjoy this stream because I was working diligently all afternoon doing research, going out and buying mixers for my adult beverage, things that I needed to do to make tonight happen. So I was unable to join you for Apollo 13, although I was with you the last time you played Apollo 13.
And I'm sorry, but I was just a lazy bum. I was so tired after work, I took a nap.
She's had a rough week. I mean, let's really give it up for Netter. You guys don't realize, as I'm trying desperately to make this whole YouTube thing happen, she's really the breadwinner, bringing home the bacon. Is it bringing home the bacon or making the bacon?
Bringing home
because
the bacon,
you live
frying up in
here,
the pan.
you work from home. So are you bringing the bacon home? Whatever. You get the analogy. I
make the bacon.
She's the earner here, and this week was really a particularly rough one for her. Curtis, did I say? Yes, I said. Voice of Northern Oklahoma and all that jazz. So there you go. So you'll notice I have a note pinned to the top. It is a playlist of the songs we are going to be talking about tonight. If you want, go ahead and open that in another tab so that you can listen to them, because we can't play them here. But there's nothing preventing you from listening to them. Lynn Green says, just have a minute before I have to go on duty on Moonskull. Looking forward to this at midnight. I assume at midnight that means you're going to rewatch. Yeah, you always rewatch if you don't catch it live, and that's fair. So there you go.
Well,
and I'm sorry, Boomer, you were going to say? Speaking of Boomer, you were going to say?
Just gonna say it's 80s videos tonight. We're not dissing other decades of videos like 90s. They're great videos in the 90s.
I wasn't even thinking specifically 80s when I chose mine. It just
that's interesting.
Well, let's
you gotta
face
clear
it.
that with me next time.
Well, fair enough. Dates. Well, no, I'm sure you would have said something.
No, your last one is 89, which still is 80s. My last one is also 89. It's still 80s because there were some great ones from the 90s. I was like, oh wow, I wanted that. It's the 90s.
Interestingly, our first one would technically be a 70s, but it wasn't released as a video until the 80s. We'll talk about that one.
It's listed as 80 when I was looking at it. Maybe the song came out earlier, but I'm sorry. When I see that first video, I'm sorry if I think of it, it's 80s. That's an 80s song. I don't care if it came out earlier. That's an 80s
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I mean, I get what you're saying, and there's something to be said for that. Salute to you, Deleted Scenes, who was, in fact, on with Big Al Presents earlier today. JPRPH1 dropping the membership emojis because he's a member, and membership has its privileges. The chief among them is my gratitude and respect. My favorite video of all time. I'm going to share it, and you can click on it if you want. He didn't say what it was, so I don't know. Let's see what else.
Warren Zevon on Werewolves in London. I suspect that's what it is.
Werewolves in London.
Which is technically a 70s video.
I might be up for singing that song next week.
What's interesting is that there's so many 80s videos. There were a bunch that I didn't pick that were contenders. Like I kept thinking you would have none of us had picked Mr. Roboto by Styx yet. You know
what? Even though you sent me the list of what we'd already done, I thought we'd already done that one.
No, we hadn't done that one.
We'll definitely get to it. Zach, welcome. So good to have you here. He said, watched Highlander 2. Wow. Wow, indeed. You poor thing. But now I'm curious. Did you see the original theatrical release or the Zeist edit? I'd be curious about that. Neither one is really very good.
You get to see more of Virginia Madsen in the Zeist edit. Not that I'm saying what
is that
more
true?
Exactly means. No, I'm just curious.
If there is more Virginia Madsen, I'm all over that bad boy. Let me tell you. I got to type, right?
I like Michael Ironside in that. I just wish he was in a better Highlander movie,
I know. Here's the thing, I'm a big Michael Ironside fan.
That dude is so metal, it's not even funny.
He is. He really is. But what I got to say about him, for the longest time, I don't think this is still true, but for a long period of time, he was the poor man's Jack Nicholson. They couldn't afford Jack Nicholson, so they got Michael Ironside. I believe that is the case. Just my thought on that. Mark Melnikoff, leaving a like, headed to Troy's channel. Look, dude, you've had a rough day. I talked to Mark today on the phone. He had a bit of a security issue. He had to go into work on his day off. He is not a happy Klingon. He is not a merry man, let's put it that way.
Well, he's not even management.
Exactly. Exactly right. This is why he's not management. Anyway, Gorilla's Random Thought says, Hopla! Can't stick around. I'm wiped from today, I understand.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Though on a
I lay down after work and took a nice
Yeah,
long
she took
nap.
a nap before tonight's stream. Though on a positive note, I got the metal sliver out of my eye. Dude, damn. But
hopefully not by yourself. You wouldn't have medical professionals.
yeah,
do
exactly
this.
right. Exactly right.
Eyes, man. Stuff gets in them. Yikes. Ugh.
It's even no. He didn't even tell him about it. He just went in for an MRI. Good evening, JPR.
Dude, that's not funny, man.
both. I'm on to my next comment, and they're both reacting to it late.
I'm gonna hurt you.
No, he was the one that was hurt.
He'd only be hurt if he had a Prince Albert.
If you know, you know. Welcome, JPRPH1. Greetings from the Panhandle of Florida, aka South Georgia. Welcome, Mark Daly. Just remember, everybody that's joining us after the fact. If you want this beautiful woman to sing next week on the karaoke stream, I've got a contribution goal up at the top. Check it out. So here he's getting into it. He says, Kapla, here I are and angrier than a murder hornet nest. Not been a good day off. Bartender Romulan Ale. It's the best line from Star Trek Generations. Romulan ale should be illegal. It is.
Is that from the Undiscovered Country?
No, it's from Generations. It was at the wedding of...
oh, that's right.
Worf got, schnockered on...
Right.
And he had a headache, and he's like, Romulan ale should be illegal. And Geordi looks at him and goes, it is!
God.
Which I love. Those kinds of lines are those great lore.
Yes.
Because you knew Romulan ale was illegal in the original series in the movies. They even set it up through, what was it? It was Star Trek 2. Romulan ale is illegal. Strictly for medicinal purposes. I have a source that smuggles it to me across the neutral zone. Well, so you knew it was illegal then. You didn't know if it was still illegal in the Next Generation.
No, they're still not on great terms with the Romulans.
That's true.
Now, I imagine that probably would have maybe dissipated over time because it seemed like there were a lot of the younger Romulans were interested.
Well, sure. I mean, you blow up their star and, they have no planet.
Not
it's
that
like,
nonsense.
Well, there's
I had the impression that they were eventually going to get tired of the Empire thing. You even had to think that one episode where they found out that maybe the humans, Romulans, Klingons, and Cardassians had a common ancestor. Remember that? And the Klingons and the Cardassians thought that was ridiculous. When the one Romulan commander reached out to Picard, maybe our hopes and our fears aren't so different before disconnecting. And you could tell that's a Romulan commander thinking about it, that maybe it's time to move on. Okay. Yes.
Exactly.
And so I had the impression the Romulans might have come around eventually. Yes.
I think that when you see episodes like Best of Both Worlds and stuff like that, when you see the Romulans and the Klingons and the Federation coming together to fight against a shared enemy, and then they do it again during the Dominion War.
Yes.
It's like, yeah. There's value in being allies. $2 from Deleted Scenes saying, I'll buy that for $1 or $2. Thank you so much, Deleted Scenes. Super appreciate that. Big Al presents dropping the ducks. Those specifically are mallards. Male mallards, in fact.
Mallards generally are male, sweetie.
No, there's female mallards as well. They're more brownish.
I thought the females were called something else.
No, you're thinking about the difference between a duck and a drake. A duck is a female and a drake is a male. unless they identify differently. I don't know. Mark Melnikoff says, release the Kraken, the Netterbots, arm the photon torpedo. Alexa, fire photon torpedoes.
Firing photon torpedoes.
And charge disruptors. I'm in a Klingon mood. Absolutely, yeah. You had a challenging day. I'm not going to go into the details, but you had a bit. Well, let's just say that law enforcement was involved. So you had a day. You had a bit of a day. I understand. T-Rock Creations, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. There is a YouTube channel hosting remastered music videos.
Oh.
There you go. Make sure that you are following Tree Rock Creations. Great channel. I know I am already a subscriber. You should be too.
He wants to know if she can fire quantum torpedoes.
Quantum torpedoes. Yeah, I just recently saw, is it Trek Lore? Is that the name of the channel? I can't remember which channel it was. Does videos about the different Trek tech. And they were talking about...
Can she do it? Alexa, fire quantum torpedoes.
Aye, aye, Captain. Firing photon torpedoes.
She's still firing photon torpedoes. I don't even know. Is the sound effect different? It's probably the same sound effect. Deleted Scenes is our first $5 contributor to the Netter Fund. Make Netter sing. He says for Netter. Absolutely. Everything I do it for Netter. Aged Boomer getting ready to unleash a rebel yell? Well, maybe not rebel yell, but yeah, we're going down that route. We're getting there. There. I want to finish saying hi to everybody. It's a Friday. It's about saying hi to all of you guys and hanging out with you guys. Someone else I haven't seen in a couple weeks, Jesse Green. Welcome. Hello, Netters Network. And Curtis Selby. Oh, fine. Don't say hi to me. That's fine. And Maverick77 Defender. Welcome. Good to see you, Billy Idol. Yes, it's Billy Idol for sure.
Yes. I saw him live. That's one of the reasons.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. And Serality, I believe you were here this afternoon. Cheers and good to see you. Just saw Brie Larson singing in Scott Pilgrim versus the World as Envy Adams.
Yes.
She's a great singer. Is she a good singer?
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, she had a brief singing career before she got into acting. She did like Canadian pop music, I think, but she moved into acting. And no, I like her in that movie.
She was a Canadian pop star? You mean like
I think she was attempting a career at it. I don't know how.
What's her name?
In
something Sparkles. What's her name?
In
Let's go to the mall today.
How I Met Your Mother, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Colby Smolder's character, yes.
Darth Plato, haven't seen you in a while either. It's like old home week. I'm so glad you guys are all showing up today. Welcome. Yes, I want my MTV. Absolutely. Let's see. Just saw. Yeah, okay. Yep. I'm sorry I brought that up. And sing, Netter, sing. Absolutely. That's what we're going for. 80s music. Memories of my reckless youth. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. If you like Aha, we talked about that on the last on this topic, music videos topic. Yeah. Warren Zevon. Werewolves of London. I might just sing that next week.
We'll
like
see.
That
might be cool.
Troy, the reason why you picked 80s videos because the 80s had the best music. And like, you're right. I wasn't even thinking about it, but, like a funnel, if you're going to pick good videos, you're going to pick 80s songs, right?
There's also the 90s, I'm just saying.
There's the 60s.
Ashes to Ashes, yes. Well, but there's not a lot of videos for 60s songs. Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust. If you don't take it out and use it, it's going to fall off and rust. Well, all right then, yes. And there is no Highlander 2. Okay, So I've said this before. If you ever saw Highlander 3, it starts out, and I love the way it starts out. It starts out with Christopher Lambert like talking directly to the camera, and he's saying, in the days before the death of my friend Ramirez, and blah blah blah, and this and that. And basically what he's saying is wink wink, nudge nudge. Just forget that last movie ever happened. We're skipping over that, and we're going right into this.
Well, the first time or the second time he died.
Right. Well, no, there was no second time. Because the Highlanders basically saying, forget that happened. Forget that happened.
If you ever need me, just call on me. And I'm like, is this like an Obi-Wan thing? Is he going to show up as a ghost? No, he just shows up.
No, I'm just thinking Buffy.
That's right. We did a watch party on your channel, the Buffy musical. I'm tearing up thinking about it. I can handle blood by the pint, but when they start going after the eyes, I lose it. Yeah, I can understand that.
Oh, I totally get that.
It's funny because just before the stream, Netter always makes sure I eat before a stream. She's like, you're not going to drink on an empty stomach. Okay. So I made myself a sandwich with a big, thick slice of onion. And I'm like, I got to put in my contact lenses before I go on stream. I don't like people to see me in my glasses. And I'm like, I can picture it now. I said, I got to wash my hands now because I got onions all over them. I'm like, I could see it now. Someone's going to be like, Troy, did you start drinking before the stream? No, I got onion juice in my eyes.
Ew.
Oh, God, yeah. If you want everyone to unsub and burn their computers because I started singing live, then have me on and I will make your dreams come true. Dude, this is the idea. I don't think everyone had the idea in the last karaoke stream. You guys are invited. I put up the invite so you guys can come in and sing a song if you want to. Just not a lot of people took me up on it. Romulan ale is illegal the same way that Cuban cigars are illegal here.
Basically.
Yep. I always imagined that was the analogy.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people sang last time because they were just shy and they wanted to hear how other people sounded first. Trust me, the only person I think that really sounded like spectacular was Tom, because I think he does it professionally.
Well, he does have a background in singing. Yeah. Brigadier Kurla asked Kirk in Undiscovered Comfort, I thought Romulan ale was illegal. Kirk said one of the advantages of being light years from the Federation headquarters. Yes, that's exactly
But then
right.
again, Boomer can sing. We did hear him.
Sometimes. We'll see.
Well, look, all of you guys don't realize this. All of you can sing. You just need to pick songs that are in your range, and most people don't know their range. If I was to try, well, when I was a kid, I used to be able to sing Frankie Valli songs really well.
Me too.
I cannot sing Frankie Valli now. I'll tell you, my mom was impressed. I was about 12 years old, and I sang Sherry. And my mom was like, wow, you're good. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm about to go through puberty, so don't get used to it. Let's see here. Hey, Troy, I got a new phone, so keep trying to figure this thing out. Yeah, I understand. I'm a duck, I wanna. No, it's a mistake. I'm a drink. Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Lester. Skeptic Tank Obsessions. Music videos. Let's talk. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm going to quickly go through and see if there's anybody new that I haven't said hi. So I very, very likely will miss some comments. I'm sorry if that's the case. Mark Daly dropped a $5, so that's two $5 super chats we've had tonight towards the fun to get Netter to sing next week.
In other words, that's a bribe, but it's like, you want to hear me sing?
I bought Tim Waltz's service weapon at a gun show. I may have overpaid, but it's in good condition. Never been fired and only dropped once. I get it. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's good.
Grenade says, wait a minute, Troy, you have 4 super chats, but the gold target is only showing 2. Because Troy has the target set at $5.
Yeah, it's $5 super chats. Yeah.
But if someone buys a membership for someone, he's counting that as well.
I will count a membership as one towards the goal. And I I think Netter's worth at least $50, right? Don't you think so? I mean, yeah. Or at least a song from Netter's worth $50. She's invaluable. I had 3 weeks relationship based off Highlander 3. Split. We split after we saw the movie because we had nothing to talk about after that. Wow. Well, wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Highlander 3 was before the series came out. So
Yes.
once the series came out, you guys could have had a whole relationship based on the series and the Raven and, the subsequent films. Just saying.
And you can double the amount of super chats if you don't want me to sing.
There you go. We hit 50. We better come up with 100 or she actually will sing. So Ronnie is only illegal at Starfleet Headquarters. No. Well, okay, that's a good way. In theory, it's supposed to be illegal within the Federation, but, if nobody knows, it's only illegal if you get caught, right?
Hey.
Privilege.
Yeah. And I think we are now caught up. Jesse Green
Did you
wants
see
to get to the
Jesse's
music.
Go Harder's comment? I will not destroy my new phone, Galaxy S25.
Are they talking about the SIG? Yeah, that could be a whole other stream. Well, a stream that would absolutely get demonetized almost right away. Guys, I got to tell you, the folks that I follow in the gun community, their channels they're having a hard time. They are having a hard time. But actually, everybody I know is having a hard time in terms of monetization these days. So let's go ahead and get to the main presentation. We're already half hour in, but you know what? It was a half hour worth spending because I got a chance to say hi to all of you. Just for all, real quick, I want to say just for those that weren't here the last time I said it, because we've been going for over a half hour, I have a goal posted in the chat. We are already at the point where you guys have provided shown enough interest by putting your money where your mouth is that you want a karaoke stream next week. We are doing the karaoke stream. Now, if you want Netter to sing, we need 8 more $5 super chats or a gifted membership, or,
Yeah, either
equivalent in gifted
Either
membership.
you become a member or you gift a membership.
Basically, I want Netter to get $50 to go
he's
shopping.
trying to bribe me.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go ahead and get it. Oh, and while you're getting us started, I'll go ahead and pull up my notes for tonight because I got copious notes. This is why I didn't make it to Big Al's rewatch party today because I had to.
Of Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah,
To the top of the chat, there's the playlist there. So if y'all want to listen to it, to the different songs they're talking about, you can listen to the playlist.
Yes, the playlist is up above. Actually, that's one of those misquoted lines. It's although the movie says Houston, we've had a problem. That was not what Lovell said. What he actually said is, Houston, we've had a problem. In other words, he was acknowledging it's something that's already happened, and I'm just reporting it to you, and we're dealing with it right now.
It's like
that seems a little bit more badass to me, to be honest.
It's like the Luke, I am your father. That's also was quoted a lot.
That's true. It's, no, I am your father.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. See, I'm one of those, and again, this goes back to what we talked about with the time before home media, right? Where you would audio record off of television before you had a VHS. And I would listen to these movies over and over and over again. So I memorized the lines. So when I would hear someone say, Luke, I am your father, I'm like, that's not the way the line goes, because I knew all the lines that led up to it. That doesn't make sense. So anyway, that's how big a geek I am. But so where are we starting at? It's mine, isn't it?
Let's go. I'm going to move. Let's go to...
Actually, the line was, Luke, I'm your baby daddy.
I'm your baby daddy.
Video killed the radio star by the Buggles?
No, Luke's father killed Luke's mother. That's what... No, I'm sorry. Let's move on.
The Buggles?
Mm-hmm.
That's a name for a band.
Yep. So I'm going to point out there was a couple things that came up in the process of my research that left some questions in my mind. I am not certain if the name of the band is The Buggles or just Buggles.
When I looked it up, it was the Buggles.
I've seen
Unless
it both
I'm mistaken.
ways. Literally, I've seen it
Well,
both
I don't know
ways.
what Wikipedia said, and they're the final authority on this stuff. All right, so I don't know. I'm just saying.
There is a great video on the Professor of Rock, listed in the description below. Check it out. It was not my only source, but a lot of great information came of that because he did interview one of the two founding members of the Buggles, who was involved in writing this. So, was there something you were going to say about this, or should I just launch into it?
Just launch into it.
Just launch into it, okay. Written, recorded, and peaked at number 40 on the charts in the 1970s. Video Killed the Radio Star by Buggles, by Buggles, became one of the quintessential songs of the 80s because it was part of one of the most revolutionary moments in music history. That being, it was the first music video ever played on MTV. The Buggles, which formed in 1977, first consisted of Trevor Horn, Jeff Downes, and Bruce Woolley. They recorded the first demo of... Now, here's another thing. The information that I got about this history leading up to this version of the song is very confusing because there was more than one demo and more than one version. The band split up and one member went off and created a new band and recorded it. You'll kind of get some of that here. So I am, front loading this with some of this I may have been mistaken in my understanding of what I was researching. They recorded the first demo of Video Killed the Radio Star on a Revox A77 tape recorder one afternoon in 1978. It was written after Trevor Horn read J.G. Ballard's short story, The Sound Sweep, in which the title character, a mute boy, vacuums up stray music in a world without it. Comes upon an opera singer hiding in a sewer, provided inspiration for the video, and he felt an era was about to pass. In a 2018 interview, Horn stated, "I read J.G. Ballard, and he had a vision of the future where record companies would have computers in the basement and manufacture artists. I'd heard Kraftwerk's The Man Machine, and video was coming. You could feel things changing." Jeff Downes, who was also part of Yes and Asia, helped finish the song. Bruce came up with the bass line and verses, and Trevor had the idea for the chorus. Jeff came up with the intro and the arrangement for the middle section. Horn's then girlfriend, Tina Charles, did the backup vocals on the demo and helped finance it. And when I say help finance, I mean she literally put her money into this. This demo became the blueprint for the final record and helped the group get signed to Island Records to record and release their debut album, The Age of Plastic, as well as producing, The Age of Plastic, right? That kind of fits with the theme of this song, as well as producing and writing the label after Downes' girlfriend, who worked for Island, managed to get it played before the executives there. Woolley left during recording to form his own band, the Camera Club, which featured a young Thomas Dolby on keyboard, and they recorded their own version of Video Killed the Radio Star. As the Buggles, now I've switched to the Buggles, were working on their own final version of Video Killed the Radio Star, they brought in session singer Rachel Fury. She was about 18 at the time and would go on to become a regular background vocalist for Pink Floyd. She sang the Oa Oa part. The other female backing vocalist was Linda Allen, who primarily sang the chorus. Their vocals were put together, were put through a Vox 8030, giving it that unique sound, that kind of, if I say desaturated, do you understand what I mean when I'm
Like
talking
electronic?
about sound? Yeah, that kind of, almost mono type sound. Yeah, very, very unique. Perhaps most prophetic was the line, "They took the credit for the Second Symphony, rewritten by machine, the new technology." There's a number of ways to interpret that. In context, at the time, it was likely alluding to computers and synthesizers. Today, it certainly evokes AI-generated music, something I might know a little bit about. But it also may have heralded the demise of the faceless radio personality in favor of the coming of MTV. The music video for Video Killed the Radio Star, written and directed and edited by Russell Mulcahy, I think that's his name, was produced on a budget of $50,000. The video was shot in one day in South London and was edited over 2 days. The video begins with a young girl sitting in front of a radio. A black and white shot of Trevor Horn singing into an early radio era microphone is superimposed over the young girl by the radio. The radio explodes by the time of the first chorus. Then in the second verse, the girl is seen transported into the future, where she meets Horn and a silver jumpsuit woman in a clear plastic tube. Just reading it that way sounds bizarre, but check out the video. It's a trip too. Shots of Horn and Jeff Downes are shown during the remainder of the video. About 30 takes were required for the shot of the actress in the tube. The tube falls over in the video, although Mulcahy claims it was not intended to be shown in the final edit. Hans Zimmer can briefly be seen wearing black, playing the keyboard. The music video was first released in 1979 when it was originally broadcast on the BBC's Top of the Pops for promotion of the single in lieu of doing a live performance. Zimmer recalled in 2001 that the video drew criticism from some viewers who watched it before it aired on MTV due to being too violent because they blew up a television. Oh, Britain. The music video of Video Killed the Radio Star is notable as the first video ever played on MTV when the U.S. channel began broadcasting at 12:01 a.m. on the 1st of August, 1981. On the 27th of February 2000, it became the 1 millionth video to be broadcast on MTV. It also opened MTV Classic in the UK and Ireland. The video marked the closing of MTV Philippines before its shut down on the 15th of February 2010 at 11:49 p.m. MTV co-founder Bob Pittman said the video made an aspirational statement. "We didn't expect to be competitive with radio, but it was certainly a sea change kind of video." And just for the heck of it, I was a little inspired, and I'll explain what my inspiration was later in this stream. But I thought it might not be bad if I were to go through the lyrics of these songs really quick. Okay. I heard you on the wireless back in '52, lying awake, intently tuning into you. If I was young, I'd stop you coming through. They took the credit for your Second Symphony, rewritten by machine on new technology. And now I understand the problems you could see. I met your children. What did you tell them? Video killed the radio star. Pictures came and broke your heart. And now we meet in an abandoned studio. We hear the playback, and it seems so long ago. And you remember the jingles. You remember the jingles used to go. You were the first one. You'll be the last one. Video killed the radio star. In my mind and in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far. In my mind and in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far. Pictures came and broke your heart. Put the blame on VTR. VTR, by the way, was the
Videotape recorder.
Videotape recorder before VCR, video cassette recorders came out.
Yes, it's mentioned that movie Autofocus I was telling you about, the one about Bob Crane, the VTR.
I do feel we have to explain these things because the younger generation, even if they know what a VCR is,
they don't know what a VTR is. I didn't know what a VTR was until I watched Autofocus. I'm like, oh.
Dude, I was in grade school in the 80s when VCRs came out, and we got our first VCR. But we in my grade school, I went to a Catholic grade school. They had VTRs on these stands with a TV above it, and the VTRs were what they would use to play whatever audio visual we were going to be watching. Yeah, it was a time. It was a time. So anyway, that's all I had to say about this video. Was there anything that you wanted to share about?
I know the song better than the video. I used to, in fact, I have one of those 80s comp CDs. One of the earliest ones I had has the video killed the radio star. But it makes sense this would be the first thing they show on MTV because video is killing the radio star with MTV, right? So that was kind of a bold play on there, right? So if you think about it.
This is very interesting. Tree Rock Creation says, I know Betamax. I did not have a Betamax. My buddy Otto did. And what I do know is they were not only smaller tapes, but they were better quality. But, better quality does not always mean success. And VCRs ended up winning that particular standard war. And, yes, early VCRs did overheat. But they corrected that in the later models very, very, very well, as a matter of fact. I did think they said VCR in 1990. It could be one of those misheard lyrics. Now you've got me questioning. I am not 100% certain. But I'm going to share a real quick personal story about this song. I did not first hear this on MTV, and I did not first hear it on the radio. The first time I heard this song was on a record that I had gotten as, well, let me back up to how I got the record as a gift. I have shared on this stream, Agent Boomer becomes the third person to make a $5 contribution. Sing, Netter, sing! If you want Netter to sing in the karaoke stream next week, we are seven super chats away from that, so you might want to
and they have to be
$5 super chats,
$5 or more,
or a gifted membership will do the same thing.
Or if you're not a member, you become a member.
And you become a member for $5, absolutely. So I've shared this story specifically in a stream with Sir Torrin Clegane when I was talking about my history in the performing arts. I was in The Music Man at the Candlelight Dinner Playhouse in Summit in the Chicagoland area. It's no longer there, but I performed in that play every day for a year and twice on Sundays. And while I was there at Christmas time, those of us that were in the ensemble decided to do, well, subset of the ensemble. We were the kids that were in the boys' band, right?
Yes.
And ironically, not all played by boys. Some of them were female.
Okay.
But you kind of can't tell on stage. And I don't remember if I came up with the idea or someone else came up with the idea that we do a Secret Santa among us. And I said, oh, that's a great idea. And I don't remember what, no more than $10 or something like that, and blah, 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 and this and that. Maybe it was less. Maybe it was $5. It was a long time ago, so $5 went farther. And I came up with the idea, well, we don't know who our Secret Santa is. So there's no way to, communicate what we might be interested in as a gift. So I put up like a sign-in sheet, and I'm like, with everybody's name on it and 3 blanks, and I'm like, so you can go on here and you can put like 3 suggestions of things, and you don't have to get what's on the list, but it gives you an idea about people's interests and stuff like that, right? Now keep in mind, I was in grade school at the time. It must have been 7th, 8th grade, right? So I was pretty young and incredibly naive. I didn't realize what assholes people could be. So I went up and I actually put down things that I actually wanted. And one of the things was a record, one of those, I think it was K-Tel or something like that. It was a record called the Mini Pops. And it was popular songs of that year done by kids. And I was like, I think that'd be cool. I kind of wanted that record. And that was one of the things I had on there.
And it's something that would be kind of cool for your brother, too.
Yeah, exactly. I played that record a lot. Oh, I'm kind of, spoiler, that's what I ended up getting from my Secret Santa. But it was so hurtful because when I'd look back at it, because I wanted to see, what I was going to buy, the person I was buying for, nobody took it seriously, and they had stuff on there like a ride on the space shuttle, and so and so to sit on my face, and blah, 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 and this.
Whoa! Okay.
And I'm like, geez, guys, really? And I got so bummed about this, I just took the damn thing down. I'm like, screw you guys. You get what you get. Fuck you. Well, it turned out that the girl that had my name had already written down, and so when I got my gift and I saw that, I was just amazed. She's like, look, I know what happened with the sign-in sheet. I assumed that you were, yours were pretty straightforward, so I figured you'd like this. I'm like, this is the most... It meant a lot more to me because of all that bullshit, So one of the songs on there, well, in fact, the first song on there is Video Killed the Radio Star by the Mini Pops, which I thought was the coolest thing. I do believe that version of the song is out there on YouTube if you want to look for it. It's weird. It's one of those weird things, but
weird.
I do want to real quick say hi to Robert's Infinite Realms. I think I said hi to you earlier, but I may not have. And writer Albert Lanier. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Geek Flag with Nate Knows drops another $5. You guys need to... It's like Nate already funded getting the karaoke stream going, and now he's going to personally fund Netter being the one singing next week, guys. Anyway. Let's move on to the next song, unless you had something else you wanted to say about the Buggles.
No, nothing. I did want to respond to Tree Rock Creations.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, $5 for how many lines to sing? He was making a point that doesn't seem like a lot for a hum. Well, we're right, $5 for a hum, but if we can get up to 50, that's the point, right? We're trying.
Yes, exactly right, exactly right.
But let's move on to. Sorry, I ain't doing Rebel Yell. I'm sorry. I know y'all wanted that. But we are doing White Wedding instead.
White Wedding.
Billy Idol, White Wedding. When I was at the Billy Idol concert, it looked like the concert was about to end. And it went dark. And then did Billy leave? Is the concert over? And then I hear Billy Idol's voice on the microphone in the darkness. And he goes,
wow.
I can't hear you. And then everybody starts screaming White Wedding, White Wedding.
Wow.
And then we got to see White Wedding. But here we go. This is White Wedding. This is I picked this because I saw Billy Idol concert back in May. I also saw Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I almost did a Joan Jett song too, but maybe I should have because apparently one of her songs.
I love rock and roll, so put another dime in the jukebox.
I almost did that
baby.
one, but
I know, right?
But I figure we'll do White Wedding. Look at that, huh? What is this? This White Wedding or Black Mass? What's going on here? That's what I'm wondering when I'm watching this video. Some dark stuff going on here. Did this video get into trouble when it came out? Maybe. Look at that.
That's pretty awesome.
A stained glass window, and you got his screaming visage popping out of it.
Yeah.
All right, I do have a few notes. I don't know if they're quite as extensive.
I got some notes too,
yours.
yeah.
Okay, well, good. We might do better. I did go on Wikipedia. White Wedding, song by Billy Idol, released as the second single from self-titled studio album 1982. Although not Idol's highest charting hit, it is often considered one of his most recognizable songs. The U.S. peaked at number 10 on the Billboard, bubbling under the Hot 100 chart on 27th November 1982. Then reached number 36 on the Billboard Hot 100, and 2nd July 1983 was reissued. In the UK, it released number 6 in UK singles chart upon release there. Let me see, but I want to get into the music video. So the music video featuring Idol attending a goth wedding is one of his best
that's
known.
right.
The bride is played by Perry Lister, Idol's real-time girlfriend at the time. She is also one of the 3 dancers clad in black leather who slapped their buttocks.
Slaps him on the ass. Yes, exactly.
In time with the clap track on the song as they shimmy downwards near the end. That's the kind of thing they love in England, says Idol. In one scene, Idol forces a wedding ring weight of barbed wire onto Lister's finger that cuts her knuckle. Lister insisted that her knuckle actually be cut in order for the scene to appear more realistic.
Talk about friggin' method acting,
Yes. MTV initially removed this scene from the video. Also controversial were the apparent 1930
German National Socialists
salutes made by the crowd toward the couple. Director David Mallet said he was merely playing with the power of crowd imagery when he had the extras reach toward the bride and did not realize how it looked after it was filmed. I want to keep in mind too that salute goes back to ancient Rome.
Yeah, and
I mean,
what
it's
people
not
also
just
don't
used by that.
Not only that, people don't realize that it was a salute that was used. You know, this whole idea of the hand over the heart, I pledge allegiance to the flag. Well, guess what? Prior to World War II, children used to use that, what we associate with the German National Socialist, that salute.
Yeah. Some other things, though. The song was featured in the 1998 film The Wedding Singer, in which Idol appears as a working-class hero. I recall that. It was featured in the Italian horror movie Demons. I'm a big fan of that movie, and yes, it was featured in there. Dario Argento, I'll say this, when anything was involved with, he always got good soundtracks in his horror movies.
Oh, yeah.
But let's see though. But I did have another thing from UltimateClassicRock.com. This is a little article, if you don't mind me reading from it.
No. I go for it.
Let me find another picture though. Let's get
real
off
quick.
the screaming
I wanted
pitch.
to bring up
Go
this
ahead,
comment.
yes.
I didn't know that Spike could sing. Dude, Netter, can Spike sing?
Spike can sing.
She's got his album. What is it? Ghost Out of the Machine?
Ghost in the Machine?
Yeah. She's got his album. Yeah. So, yeah, he definitely can sing.
Look at that, though. Look at this, man. These
hair.
are...
That 80s hair, my gosh.
I'm intimidated already by this group. This is like...
There was a gas crisis and a flock of seagulls, and that's about it.
No flock of seagulls tonight. Sorry, guys, if you were looking forward to that.
We'll
Maybe
get
next
there.
time.
We'll get there eventually.
The 80s are filled, chock full with... I mean, everything's a classic, but I went with Billy Idol because I'd seen him in concert recently. But there's The Lovely Bride. And I did want to read about it. It took Billy Idol just 20 minutes to write his classic song, White Wedding, after he sat in the recording studio and began thinking about his sister's recent marriage. The former Generation X singer had arrived in the U.S. in 1981 to record his first solo album, although he knew the project required more material than just the songs he brought with him. In his 2015 memoir, Dancing with Myself, Idol recalled how producer and drummer Keith Forsey put him to work. He set me up in the control room with my Epiphone, semi-acoustic, and drum machine. Seeing what you see what you can find, he said, and left the room and gave me space to allow Ja to come down to invade my senses and infuse the session with some heavenly splendor. It wasn't a long wait. Ja must have known I needed something special on that day, Idol continued. I stared at the blank piece of scrap paper in front of me, taking the pen, sitting alongside it in hand. I wrote White Wedding at the top. What made me think of it? Well, my sister had recently gone to the altar pregnant, and while that fact was perfectly all right with everyone, seeing as how she loved the guy, I started thinking about how in the more recent past this would have been called a shotgun wedding. I started to imagine an alternative reality, one in which I was pissed off at this violation of my sister, and I arrived at the wedding hell-bent on revenge. Idol began playing the guitar in his favorite key as the lyrics started to come to him. Is this guy in love with his sister? In a maybe that's a not appropriate YouTube word, but in
Yeah.
a certain way, hating the thought of anyone
in a
else
very
having her.
loving family way. Yeah.
Yes, he wondered the lyrics imply it without spelling it out. They create an uneasy feel. There was another inspiration at work too, especially the line, "It's a nice day to start again." This was probably me echoing my own experience beginning again after the Generation X breakup, he noted. I continued to work on these ideas. I began playing B minor over the chugging, chord changes, and simply picked up and down strings, giving the music what sounded like a spaghetti western feel with which we could start the song. Oh, that's that thing at the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
I always took that like a biker type thing, but I guess that's
I can see that too.
Yeah, okay, but
I like that you brought up Dancing with Myself. That was actually I actually had a theme that I was thinking about going with. I was going to do Dancing with Myself, Cyndi Lauper's She Bop, and the Divinals, I Touch Myself.
Oh, that's funny. I thought about Dancing with Myself.
Doing this, and
Dancing with Myself was a contender. I should have also looked into Rebel Yell, but I figured White Wedding.
I was afraid Netter would throw something at me, but I just heard her laugh, so maybe next time.
I had other ones too. I mean, I'm telling you, Men Without Hats are coming to one of these future streams. You know, Men Without
Hats.
I come from the land down under.
Dance?
No, I come from the
land down under. Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
We already did Safety Dance. That was
we did do Safety Dance
on good old days. That's why it became so long. I figured this needs to be a Friday stream because we talk too much about this stuff.
I dig it. So Mark Daly says Idle and Jet are coming to Tally next month. I may go. Boomer, any thoughts on that?
What? What is coming? Where?
Idle and Jet are going to Tally next month. I may
go see them. See them.
Yes.
If you can afford it.
Because you saw that concert too, didn't you?
I loved it. It was a great concert. I was miffed though because apparently Devo and B-52s are doing a concert tour together, but they're not coming to Florida. I'm like, oh,
Love Shack, baby.
Yes. So, but because that would have been another one I would have liked to have gone to see, but you can't do everything.
I get that.
But White Wedding was the second single for Billy Idol and anything is found by Dance Myself. It reached number 10. Okay, I already read that. Great song. I don't know if you want to read any of the lyrics.
You covered, I was going to say you covered everything that I had in my notes, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the lyrics. Hey, little
give me the
sister,
lyrics. Why don't you do it? All right.
What have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Who's your Superman? Who's the one I want? Hey, little sister, shotgun. That's obviously a reference to when someone's getting married when they're pregnant. They call it a shotgun wedding. Yeah. The idea being that dad comes along and says, you knocked up my little girl, you're marrying her.
You get to the farmer's
you're
daughter.
Marrying her. Yeah, exactly.
And the farmer's got a shotgun saying, you're going to marry her. They're like milking cows, that sort of thing.
Oh, it's a nice day to start again. Come on, nice day for a white wedding. So again, that kind of plays to the whole, you're already knocked up. You're not a virgin. And the white wedding is supposed to symbolize virginity. But let's face it, a marriage is a new start. So that's what they're clearly talking about there.
I think I was making a joke when I was watching the video. I was like, this ain't no white wedding. This is a black mass. That's what it looked like.
Oh, yeah. When you go God like that,
there's
maybe
some sketchy characters in here. I don't know who the minister was. He didn't look quite right, in this video.
So, second verse. Hey, little sister, what is it you wish? Hey, little sister, what's your vice or wish? He rhymes wish with wish? That's wrong. You see, I've been away for so long. I've let you go for so long. Hey, little sister, shotgun. Oh, it's a nice day to start again. Well, it's a nice day for a white wedding. And then, I said, take me back home. There ain't nothing fair in this world, girl. There ain't anything. There ain't nothing sure in this world. There ain't nothing safe in this world. There ain't nothing pure in this world. I look for something left in this world. I said, start again. Come on, it's a nice day for a white wedding. It's a nice day to start again. And obviously that repeats to the end. That's Actually, a little depressing now that I read it that way.
You know what's not safe in this world? Your household appliances like toasters exploding in that one scene, and like the sinks exploding.
True.
Like it's
True,
like,
true.
whoa, what's going on here? She don't want the domestic life. Is that what I'm seeing there? I don't know.
Use aren't Jesus. I'm listening because I can't find my glasses. That's okay.
Fine.
You don't really need to see what's going on the screen. Just
It's
listening
just a
is actually
bonus.
just fine. Yeah. Electric Curtain. Men at Work is a great band. Well, you know what? We'll almost
get to them one day.
About them next time.
We'll get to them one day. I'll probably.
Eyes Without a Face is my favorite Billy.
Yes.
I did not even realize that was Billy.
Yeah, you like that one, right? I think that's your
I
favorite.
love
too,
that
right?
song.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize it was
Billy Idol. Yeah. I thought about doing that one too. There are a lot of great idol videos I was considering, but I went with White Wedding because I thought it would be a good.
Tin Roof. Rusted.
Okay.
Yanetta and I have a great affinity for that particular song. You just got to say. I heard Eyes Without a Face a few days ago in Texas, college town. So there's hope. There you go. Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything left to say about this, but before we go to the next one, did you want to do your commercial break?
Yes, I do, because I need to refill. All that's left is the cherries. I got a lot of maraschino.
I'm gonna get
cherries.
some more water too. While that's playing.
Maraschino, as in real maraschino cherries. Check out my earlier liquid lunch if you want to hear more about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the. Well, we call it a commercial break, but these aren't paid promotions.
Like
these are just what I've got coming out in the next video.
Previews.
We're talking 2.5 minutes. We'll be right back after I finish. After I fill up my drink.
You are watching Last Call, streaming every Friday night at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Come on in, pull up a chair, and have a drink with us.
This week on Saturday Night at the Movies, it's a special double feature. Sent on a quest to rescue a princess, 4 clueless players must guide their characters through dangerous forests, ancient ruins, and past the girl next door. It's The Gamers. Then, a gaming geek takes his playing very seriously. Unlike his babyish friends who'd rather be immature, he decides to shake things up by introducing 2 unconventional people to their group in The Gamers Dorkness Rising on Netters Network Retro Cinema. Saturday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern.
Every Sunday evening, Aged Boomer and Papa Pacelli bring you the rundown of the week's geek news, or at least what they think is interesting. You may have heard about it somewhere else, but Boomer and Pacelli put a spin on it you likely won't hear anywhere else. It's Geeky Geezers, every Sunday evening at 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
The Federation is rebuilding its empire at a breakneck speed, and the planet Helitrax is its latest conquest. Avon and the crew are intrigued. Just what is the Federation's new weapon? What has happened to Servalan? And how could the tenacious Helots have caved in so quickly? Could it be a traitor? This week on Last Call Presents Blake's 7, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central.
Did you top off your glasses? We now return to Last Call.
Yes, Sophie, I topped off my glass. Thank you for looking out for me. I want to real quick bring up, and if I didn't say hi to you earlier, I apologize. Ejecta Curtain says, I'm in Denton 88.1 is pretty solid. A lot of new weird indie, but weekends play tons of 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's pretty awesome. Eyes Without a Face is the title of Billy Idol's favorite book, a French horror novel about women with disfigured face wrapped in bandages. and the only thing you can see is her eyes. Wow, that's interesting. I'm going to have to look into that. That sounds really, really interesting. And Tree Rock Creations says to Ejector Curtains, I might be able to pick up that station. I'll try later when I get off work. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. That comment is probably the comment of the night. I love that when you guys make connections like that
Cool.
in the chat. That's pretty damn awesome. Guys, we are less than halfway to the goal of making Netter sing next week. I think I'm going to raise the ante. If you can get us to that 5 super, excuse me, at this point it's 6 more super chats of $5 or more. Not only will Netter sing next week, but I will do a duet with her of Love Shack.
That would be really cool.
I have a habit of rolling in late, a drinking habit. I'm with you there, buddy. I'm with you there. I am so with you. Let's go to the next one then. I almost said Big Al. That's how drunk I am.
Rockit by Herbie Hancock.
This one was mine, and this one's a short one. I don't have
This is
a lot.
Nightmare Fuel, man.
Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Oh, well, what's funny too, because we can't really talk about the lyrics, can we, with this one?
No, there are 0 lyrics on this. This is completely an electronic instrumental. So, Rockit by Herbie Hancock was released by Hancock as a single for his 29th album, Future Shock, in 1983. The selection was composed by Hancock, Bill Laswell, and Michael Bainhorn. The track was driven by its DJ scratch style, performed primarily by DXT, and its music video created by Godley and Cream, featuring the robotic art of Jim Whiting, which was put in high rotation on MTV. Rockit won a Grammy Award for Best R&B Instrumental Performance in 1983, and it won 5 MTV Video Music Awards in 1984. In 2022 and 2025, Rolling Stone and Billboard magazine included the song in their lists of the best dance songs of all time. The music video for Rockit, directed by the duo of Kevin Godley and I believe that's pronounced Lal Cream, featured robot-like movable sculptures by Jim Whiting, dancing, spinning, and even walking in time with the music in a, in quotes, virtual house, end quotes, in London, England. The video garnered 5 MTV Video Music Awards in 1984, including Best Concept Video and Best Special Effects. Hancock himself appears and plays keyboard only in an image on a television receiver, which is smashed on the pavement outside the front door of the house at the end of the video. The video also won 2 Billboard Video Music Awards, one for Most Innovative Video and another for Best Art Direction. So you can see just from these images why they're more considered, we tend to think of them as, in quotes, robots, but really they are animatronic art features is what they really are.
That was a creepy ass video.
It was creepy, but it was creepy cool in my opinion.
It was creative.
And no lyrics, no lyrics for me to. Yeah, this, and they were basic. Let's face it, these were fucking mannequins that had, some sort of mechanisms to make them move. Some of them, it was very clear how they worked, but it was still pretty cool. You had these disembodied legs walking. It was really, some strange stuff. Strange stuff. But yeah, this was in heavy rotation on MTV. I do remember this one.
I feel like humming it right now, but yeah. Let me get a picture of Herbie Hancock on here, because I couldn't get one from him from the video, but there he is. I like that. Look at that.
One, yeah.
One of your gold things is actually on my channel. Lady Miss dropped $5 saying, wait, Netter's going to sing too?
Yeah, okay, so we're actually at Wait a minute. I'm missing one on my own channel. Give me a second here. I'm behind on the chat. Mark Daly says, when Kamala met Willie Brown, he asked her if she had any black in her, and when she said no, he asked if she'd like some. That's terrible. That's terrible, but it's funny. Lady Miss said, wait, Netter's going to sing too? Well, we are halfway, a little over halfway there, because one of those didn't count because it's over on Netter's channel. So
we're counting it.
Well, yeah, we're counting it, but it's not showing up on my tally. So Netter, maybe you should go back and double check and make sure, see where we're at. Because I didn't think about that. I didn't think about super chats coming in on other channels.
Look at this face. Is that Netter? Is that a kissable face? I'm sorry. That's nightmare fuel, man.
keeping in mind that this video was filmed in Britain, it's probably pretty normal. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anybody.
Like, this is like the Genesis Land of Confusion we did last time with the
Land of
puppet,
Confusion,
man.
which we talked about. Yeah, exactly.
We
weird
have 6
stuff.
$5 super chats.
Okay. So we have one more than is showing on my channel. That's fine. Yeah,
but look at this. What does this mean? Is this like, I mean,
I honestly think, unlike digging into David Lynch for deeper meaning, this is just weird.
Whatever weird we're gonna throw in there, right? Whatever's weird. But,
welcome, Mel New York Reviews. Good to see you. Video looks like a Twilight Zone episode. Actually, that's absolutely true. Yes.
I think I always got this song confused with Axel F growing up. Because I kept thinking, didn't Herbie Hancock
They were both
write
instrumentals,
Axel F, but
mostly electronic. Yeah.
So that's what this is. Yeah, but this is a
welcome the Horror King. Good to see you. Good to see you.
But this is. I'm sorry. When you think early '80s music videos and the weirdness and all this, you think of stuff like this. Rockit. I'm sorry. You turn on MTV and you're like, "What is this?" And you keep watching to see what's going to come next.
Exactly right.
And hello, Mel NYC Reviews.
Yep. But, okay, so this is we're going to be going on to the next video right now, and I do have to say, considering this one is one of yours, I actually have a great deal of notes here. Hopefully, you'll cover most of it, so I don't have to go into it. You can jump in, But there is one element I bet you don't have. Your next video. So I was going, I already made the joke about the 3 songs I was thinking about doing. There was another song that I was thinking, well, not song, but I wanted to get a song in here by Prince, and I did not do that. However, your next song was actually inspired by Prince. Bet you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
We'll get into it. Go ahead and you tell us about it.
So this is Don't Come Round Here No More, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I keep wanting to say Tom Petty and the Blackhearts, but that's Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Yeah. The Traveling Wilburys!
So there we go. Heartbreakers, Don't Come Around Anymore. It looks perfectly normal single cover, because back in the day, kids, you might buy a single, right?
Right. True.
Before the album came out. You just want the song. There you go. You get your little shorter record, right? Would usually be. But I don't know if any
with a B-side that wouldn't appear on the album.
That's
only
true.
way you can get that song would be to buy the single. Yeah, that was the shtick. So you might buy the whole album, but then you still had to buy the singles if you wanted the B-sides. I'll tell you what, the only artist I did that for was Prince.
Well, you recorded off the radio.
No, B-sides were almost never played on the radio.
No, they were kept on the sing. Yeah, there was a band I was obsessed with. I bought almost everything out there.
Yeah.
I even went to the trouble of buying a Japanese single release of one of their songs because it was slightly different at the end.
I dig it. That was
Real
quick, I want to
'90s
say
band.
hi to Tim Hayes, who I saw just drop in here. And for all of you that just joined, just a reminder, we are doing a karaoke stream next week that you guys put your money where your mouth is during Liquid Lunch, and made sure we'll do a karaoke stream next week. But I've got a goal posted up at the top of the stream. If I get a total of 10 $5 super chats, Netter will sing next week. And I've even upped the ante that I will sing Love Shack with her.
A duet.
So, well, I don't know if you consider that a duet. Duet's usually when you harmonize together and stuff like that. This is Love Shack.
This is people shouting. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Keely Chow. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Now, this may remind you of a certain book, Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass, and what she saw there. Yes.
Cool. All right, so let me go into and there's the Alice there. Let me go ahead and start reading, and then I'll get.
She
more
was
images.
Really pretty. That was one of the other things I really liked about this video.
Yeah, the adult Alice here. Well, I mean,
and let's just say there's a point where at one point she is a piece of cake, and only her hands and her face are her, and they're eating the cake, and I'm like, I would totally eat her, no doubt about it.
All right. So
remember,
again,
I was a teenager at the time, so let's be honest.
So again, from Wikipedia, "Don't Come Right Here Anymore" is a song written by Tom Petty of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and Dave Stewart of Eurythmics. It was released, in February 1985 as the lead single from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' Southern Accents album. Original inspiration. Well, maybe I'll have you get into more on that. But original inspiration was a romantic encounter between producer David A. Stewart of Eurythmics. He had with Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac. Interesting. Collaboration was arranged by Petty.
I have that whole history here. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I might let you get in more into that.
Okay.
I want to get into the video itself, though. Hold on.
Okay, I'll get into the writing of the song because I've got the details there.
So, reception, "Don't Come Right Here Anymore" is widely regarded as one of the Petty's best songs. His contemporary review of his song Cashbox said it features a surprisingly ethereal assortment of sounds, including pure psychedelic guitars, that Petty's gut-wrenching lead vocal was the captivating soul of the song. In 2017, Billboard ranked the song number 6 on their list of 20 greatest Tom Petty songs, and in 2020, Rolling Stone ranked the song number 3 on their list of the 50 greatest Tom Petty songs. Music video. The music video is themed around the 1865 Lewis Carroll novel Alice in Wonderland, and it was directed by Jeff Stein. Stewart appears as the caterpillar at the beginning, sitting on a mushroom with a hookah water pipe while playing a sitar. Petty appears in the video dressed as the Mad Hatter, and actress, singer Louisa Foley played Alice. Alice eats a cake given to her by Stewart and tumbles into a black and white patterned realm. Realm similar to the Mad Tea Party scene from Alice in Wonderland. She experienced a succession of bizarre events, culminating in her body being turned into a cake and eaten by the guests at the tea party. The video ends with Petty swallowing Alice whole, burping softly and wiping his mouth with a napkin as the song abruptly stops, cutting off the last 29 seconds of the closing guitar.
That is true. Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry. This is just this is a bizarre thing.
Well, and let's face it, if you just take Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass, or, Alice in Wonderland, that story is pretty bizarre. So
anyway, it goes on later to say in Wikipedia, the song, the song's Alice in Wonderland theme music video is a landmark of VH1 MTV history, inspired by British Stewart's bewilderment at 1980s Los Angeles. With Petty as the Mad Hatter, the director Jeff Stein creates a creepy, fun hallucination, edible teacups, size-changing spectacles, and polymorphing piglets. I wanted to get a picture of the piglet, but I couldn't find a good one. Throughout, Petty leered with gusto, and today at the Washington Post, critic Chris Richards nails the aspect of Petty's career that the song most embodied. As handsome as they were, his rock and roll songs came coated in a thin residue of psychedelic strangeness. He used the powers of MTV to burnish his image as a troubadour burnout whose closet happened to be overflowing with cool sunglasses and freaky top hats.
So, as Boomer just pointed out, he wasn't able to find a particular picture, but you can see all of these videos. I created for you a playlist. Check it out. It's pinned to the top of every single one of these videos. You can watch these videos on YouTube right now if you want to. I would be perfectly fine if you opened up another tab and listened to these songs as we're talking about them.
At the end of the video, Alice meets the unhappy fate of being turned into a sheet cake and devoured by the band. As such, an image could easily be read as a celebration of predatory behavior.
No, they're eating her. That's what that image
That's what it is.
about.
It's not symbolic. But actually,
it's pretty on the nose in my
my
opinion.
face when they were cutting her up. Oh, they actually MTV made them cut out the scene.
MTV.
But there's a charming 2013 interview with Louise Wish Foley, the actor who played Alice at Noelmania.com. I was too young to articulate what I was thinking at the time, but my thought on violence against women was, it's just a video, she said. It doesn't have any information.
Oh, God, I like this girl even more now.
It is a fantastical, funny, imaginative concept committed to the film. For her efforts, Cohen received a one-time payment of $2,500 and a pair of Tom Petty's prop sunglasses. To her tell it, she lived more or less a stereotypical normal life since then, moving on from acting into HR computing systems and raising kids. Don't Come Around Here No More was just remarkably odd, highlighted in a longer, more recognized arc for her, as it was in a way for Petty and for his listeners. Okay, that's interesting. So she went on to read, I guess, have a regular life after this. But she does look like she is a great Alice. I'll say this. Look at these. Look at these weirdos, man. They're just because I almost thought of this like this is like an 80s version of Wonderland.
And there's the sheet cake. So this I have to believe that this particular scene inspired the scene in
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, where we're
the dream episode where they're cutting up Deanna Troi and Worf is having it's a cellular peptide cake with mint frosting.
Cellular peptide cake, yeah.
With mint frosting. He had to make clear it was mint frosting. Remember, he was
right.
Which is odd because Worf, I don't expect is a guy that normally eats sweets, right? So it was kind of odd.
Keep in mind it was Data's dream, so
I know, but that's my
doesn't
point.
Matter.
Everything's weird in the dream, right? It's like,
let's face it, the only person that was eating Deanna Troi was Riker, so let's just,
Oh, why do you have to go there?
Netter just gave me the look. I'm in trouble.
Tree Rock Creation says that video.
Show, dear.
Well, it's supposed to be, but look, it's after Watershed. It's not that family show.
I have to imagine, though, that, I know supposedly Alice is getting devoured and he burps at the end, but for all I know, there's another adventure of her now going around the Mad Hatter's organs and trying to get out. I mean, this is just because it's Alice in Wonderland.
No, you don't want to go that route because that means she's getting pooped out at some point.
I never brought up, but there was a game I had, Bonk's Adventure for the TurboGrafx 16, where you go into a dinosaur eats you, and you're like fighting off like the stomach acid and like the little parasites inside him. And then you have to break through these rocks, and I think you basically come out the tail, and I'm like, you
gotta come out his ass for crying
basically,
out loud.
yes.
Oh,
and
damn.
You didn't see that on Nintendo. Okay, I'm just saying.
No. Okay. But it seems very Japanese, I gotta be honest with you there. So, is that all you got? Because I want to get into
go jump in. Do your thing.
So this is a deep dive on the origin story of this song. In 1984, Stevie Nicks, love Stevie Nicks, and her producer, Jimmy Evine, I think I'm pronouncing this correctly, Evine, I believe is how it's pronounced. I may be wrong. Asked the Heartbreakers leader if he could recommend any songwriters for their next project. Petty had been impressed by Sweet Dreams Are Made of This by the Eurythmics, and he suggested its writer and performer, David Stewart. Petty thought nothing more about it until he received a call from Stewart asking him to join them in a studio. When he arrived at the studio, he found that Stewart, Nicks, and Evine were struggling with a partly written piece. The song had been sparked by something Stewart overheard Nicks say while throwing her former lover, Joe Walsh, out of her house. Don't come around here no more. Tired and frustrated, Nix left the studio, and the others worked through the night. Petty had watched with admiration as Prince, in the midst of his Purple Rain years, moved around the musical landscape, no concern for the laws of migration that either the business or the Billboard charts imposed, and he wanted to keep moving himself. He saw Prince doing what looked like an attempt at psychedelia, and he loved it. It inspired him. Nix returned the following day, and the song was complete, and a guide vocal track sung by Petty. When Stewart asked Fleetwood Mac, the Fleetwood Mac icon, to cut a new one, she told Zanes, "I'm going to top that? Really?" She got up, thanked David Stewart, thanked Tom Petty, fired John Ivine, and left. Petty ended up inheriting the song and set about continuing its development. He wanted it to be a single, and he worked 2 or 3 weeks on it. Then he brought it to the record company. They were very mystified by it, but Petty thought at the time Prince had come out with When Doves Cry, and Petty saw it as kind of going in the same thing in a different way, you know. He told his label, "Listen to this Prince record. That's really far out there too, but it's really popular." As a result, they got behind it, especially when they made the video. The session unfolded during a period in which the Heartbreakers were having a hard time, partly, some members later admitted, because of the amount of drugs they were taking. Petty's colleagues were suspicious of his new connection with Stewart, and so equally suspicious of the song. If Don't Come Around Here No More was victory, it was theirs, Zanes wrote. Despite that, it was the first single released from the 1985 album Southern Accent, reaching number 13 in the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and number 2 in the album Rock Tracks chart. So the lyrics: "Don't come around here no more, whatever you're looking for. Don't come around here no more. I've given up. Stop. I've given up. I've given up on waiting any longer. I'm giving up this love getting stronger. I don't feel you anymore. You darken my door. Whatever you're looking for, don't come around here no more. Wow. I'm giving up. You tangled my emotions. I'm giving up. Please admit it's over, lady. Stop walking down my street. Who do you expect to meet? And whatever you're looking for, honey, please don't come around here no more. Whatever you're looking for, don't come around here no more." It's a breakup song, is effectively what it is. That's the funny thing. We get caught up in the narrative of these videos, and we miss the lyrics. And even sometimes as you're singing the lyrics along with the song, you never actually listen to the lyrics to get the message. You know, this one's pretty simple and straightforward. He's basically saying, "Get the fuck out, bitch." That's what he's basically saying.
I'm gonna throw stuff at you.
Come on, you know. But
no, that's not acceptable.
All right. Does that bring us to mine? Yeah.
It does. Free falling.
'Cause I'm free falling. So, again, this is another one where check out the links down below. Professor of Rock has a great video dedicated to this song. Free Fallin' is the opening track from Tom Petty's debut solo album, Full Moon Fever, 1989, written by Perry and Jeff Lynne of ELO. I'm going to have to get an ELO song on one of these videos, one of these streams, one of these days. Featuring Lynn on backing vocals and bass guitar, they wrote and recorded the single in 2 days, making it the first song completed for Full Moon Fever. Lynn and Petty were getting into the zone to work on fresh material, and Lynn started playing elaborate keyboard parts. Petty was jamming on a heavy guitar riff. Then he playfully transitioned into 3 simple chords. Da da da, right? Mm-hmm. Lynn suggested that Tom stop playing the hard stuff and just sing words on the pacing of those 3 chords. Petty came up with, "She's a good girl, loves her mama," apparently just to make Jeff laugh. What started out as a joke evolved into one of Petty's most famous tracks. In fact, Free Fallin' would go on to be one of Perry's highest and longest charting songs. It placed number 7 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 singles chart in January of 1990, becoming his 3rd and final top 10 hit. It also charted in several other countries, peaking at number 5 in Canada, number 4 in New Zealand. So, to Petty's surprise, Jeff Lynne liked the silly improv. After Petty got through the first verse, Jeff leaned towards him and uttered the words, "Free Fallin'." At that moment, Lynn came up with the title, but Petty had a difficult time finding the best way to sing the phrase. He played around with different ways of singing the title of the song, but on each attempt, he couldn't quite get the whole phrase in. Lynn suggested he take it up an octave, and on Tom's next try, he sang "free," sustaining the note, and they had their chorus. The song is told by a narrator seeking his freedom by breaking the heart of a girl that he admits is a good girl with traditional values, but he struggles with his dubious character and the anguish that his actions have inflicted. Petty said that the vampires he referred to in the song are from personal observations. He reflected on occasions when he was driving down Ventura Boulevard in the area of LA called the Valley, and seeing shadowy people just off the sidewalk, just beyond the reach of the street lights, standing around the post office. He always thought that of those mysterious shadowy figures as vampires. Some of the lyrics are about the culture of Los Angeles with Reseda, Ventura Boulevard, Mulholland, and it infers that LA people can use other sometimes to get what they want. Hence the part about the narrator having just dumped a girl and doesn't even miss her. The chorus talks about freedom, in having the freedom to do whatever one wishes, or to be with whomever he wants, and free fallen with the overwhelming fear of regret, like asking yourself, what have I just done? The music video for the song was directed by Piers Garland and Julian Temple and features a teenage girl seen in various places around Los Angeles, including a 1960s theme pool party and a 1980s skate party. Petty is also seen performing in these places and others, such as the former West Side Pavilion Mall. This is one of the songs that you just can't help but sing along with. Unfortunately, that's probably what contributed to a bad a cappella version of this song in a commercial for a local Chicago flooring vendor advertising getting a room free when you purchased however many other rooms, thus free flooring. Doesn't matter, I still love the song. Another, just literally, after I wrote these notes, I ran out to get cola for my drink tonight, and on my way home, this song was playing on the radio. And that's really what inspired me to write down the lyrics for all of these, because I listened to the lyrics and I was like, Damn. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl who's crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too. And it's a long day living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart, and I'm free falling. All the vampires walking through the valley move west down Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys are standing in the shadows, and their girls are home with broken hearts. Sorry, that chokes me up. That line gets me every time. Those fucking bastards. And I'm free falling.
Okay, and to that last part, you sound like the Professor of Rock.
Well, no, he definitely inspired a lot of this. I got a lot of my notes from him, so please check out his videos. They're listed in the description below. Please check that out.
I thought this was a video about skateboarding.
Oh, this is funny. Tree Rock Creation says, Netter, what's the price of singing the entire Beethoven Symphony No. 9 in D minor, Opus 125, Ode to Joy? Yeah, I'm kidding again. Though, no, I'm not drunk.
Well, I don't know it.
Well, we are more than halfway there. So
we have 6.
5, 10, 15, $20 would get us there. I would take one, well, I don't know if Netter agrees to this. I shouldn't speak for her, but I think one $20 super chat would pretty much do it.
Or you can gift a membership, and there's
Absolutely.
the 5 right there.
Absolutely, there's that too. So anyway,
because I consider that growing the community.
Absolutely. So that's free falling, and
but it's about skateboarding.
Well, there is that element of it too. Yeah.
But that's all there is in this. I'm sorry.
That image you got
about?
there.
You're doing all this other stuff about vampires and symbolism. No, it's about a little
I just
girl.
listened to the friggin' lyrics.
I'm watching the video, and she's being all prim and proper with her, her Doris Day birthday party. Or
well, I don't know. I mean,
like,
I'm looking.
I want to go skateboarding.
I'm looking at that neon blue and green shapeliness there, and I'm thinking, but that was very 80s. That spandex and the hair, it's very.
She's an
80s.
Athlete. Leave her alone.
Hey, if you've got it, you may as well flaunt it. No doubt about it.
But she's hanging out with the skater punks. That's the thing, and this was. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So do we move on to mine?
Damn great outfit. Yes, bust a move, my friend.
Young MC. Okay. Surely you've heard this song before, right?
I absolutely have. If you haven't, you've missed out.
Young MC. All right. Let me get a bit into this before we get to the video, which oddly enough, the video is not talked about that much, which I thought was odd. I think it's a good video, but okay. Bust a Move is a song by British-American rapper Young MC from his debut 1989 album Stone Cold Rhythm. The song is built on a sample of Found a Child by the group Bal and Jack. The electronic Lynn drum sound was sampled from the song Radioactivity by Royal Cash. The breakdown segment contains a combination of beats sampled from songs Scorpio by Dennis Coffey and Detroit Guitar Band and Daytime Hustler by Betty Midler. Bust a Move also has guest vocals by Crystal Blake and bass guitar by Red Hot Chili Peppers bassist Flea, who both appear in the music video. Released as a single on May 22nd, 1989, Bust a Move is Young MC's biggest hit, reaching number 7 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and topping the charts in Australia in 1990. The song stayed on Billboard Hot 100 for 39 weeks and 20 weeks in the top 40, winning 1990 Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance. In 2008, the song was ranked number 47 on VH1's 100's Greatest Songs of Hip Hop. The single was certified platinum in the United States by the Recording Industry Association of America in January 1990. And, of course, the song is featured in films such as Uncle Buck. Remember Uncle Buck?
I do. I actually had that in my notes too.
Yes. And let me see. Blind Side, 17 again. Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Let me interrupt you real quick
Go
to
ahead.
address a great comment here from Ejecta Curtin. He said, "I'm brand new here. Will you play one of your songs, or is there a copyright dumb stuff?" Yes, there is. We really can't play these. I've referenced Professor Rock, who's having terrible problems with just playing little 5-second clips of these songs. But pinned to the top.
Pinned to the top of your chat. I had to put it in my chat.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Pinned to the top of the chat, if you're on mine or on Netter's channel, is a playlist I put together where you can literally play every single one of these songs. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. Mark Daly, thank you so much. Rumor has it Obamas are on the rocks. An anonymous servant reported hearing, well, yeah, but then he ended up face down in a pool. So let's. I don't know. I don't know about that, right?
Ejecta said our personal songs. Which personal songs? We're not sure what you mean.
If you're talking about our songs, as in karaoke, that's next week. And yes, we will be doing those live, but we'll be doing them live over on the Green Machine.
But there'll be links.
Trust me, we'll make. Yeah, there'll be links.
We'll
explain it all. Yeah.
And
exactly.
of course, you are invited to come.
You are invited. If you want to sing along,
yeah.
If you want to do a song yourself, we'll make that happen for you.
Right now, they're trying to bribe me to sing.
But right now, we've got 7 out of 10. We need 3 more $5 super. $15 would do it, and we'll get Netter singing next week.
So moving on, though, nice looking women in this video. I like the one with the dark hat. When she's dancing around, you see her backside, and there's little stop signs on her.
Yeah, I seriously thought about putting that into the thumbnail, but every time I did, young MC had this goofy look on his face because he's in the middle of singing the lyrics. I'm like, that doesn't look so good. That doesn't look so good.
All right, but let me go ahead and get into
$10 more.
No?
Boom! Wait a minute.
Because Mark Daly's super chat was
I got
$10.
that. I read it. Yeah.
Okay. Right, but it was $10. That means we only need $10 more.
I got you.
Just
Not
2 more.
10. Yeah.
2 more $5 or 1 more $10. Okay.
Right.
You know what? She's just that might not have been the best freeze frame on her, but she's a very beautiful lady. There was no doubt about that.
Hold on, I might have a better one. Let me move along to. There we go. That's a better freeze frame, I think. Yeah.
MTV. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you done?
No, I'm not quite done yet.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Just say "Bust a Move" is a playable song in the rhythm game Dance Central. Appears on the soundtrack of the 26th video game Forza Horizon 3. And it was regularly used on the show My Name is Earl. And
yes.
I do have a Yum MC interview from Spin Magazine, too. I'll read a bit from that. There's a bunch of stuff in here. I'm not going to be able to get to all of it, but like... Marvin Young was better known as Young MC, was like a secret weapon for Delicious Vinyl, late 1980s, early 90s. In 1989, he co-wrote the Tone Logic single Wild Thing, which went on to sell more than 2.5 million copies. I should have thought to do that. Funky Cold Medina.
Yes, I had that in my notes too. Yeah.
But less than 2 months after Funky Cold Medina blew up, Young MC exploded from the cannon with his Bust Move featuring Red Hot Chili Peppers' Flea on bass and singer Crystal Blake on the hook. This was interesting. Academia by day, MC by night. I was in college at the University of Southern California. This is Young MC speaking. I would have been 1988 when I wrote it. I was writing my songs after homework on school nights, and I remember the draft to Bust a Move. Once I got the track, took about 90 minutes. Other than changing the title because we initially make that move, other than that, it's pretty much verbatim. It's a lot of on-stream consciousness, no rhythm dictionary, nothing. And a lot of the big words came from the fact that I was probably doing English or some other homework right beforehand. So my vocabulary is kind of on that multisyllabic realm. And then I write the song.
Dude, the lyrics are just poetic. They really are. I mean, even more so than some of the other ones on this list. Netter, what's up?
Ejecta Curtin has... has gifted a Netters Network membership.
Oh,
to
thank you so
Dan-
much.
To Dan Crane.
Welcome,
So
Dan
need-
Crane, even though you're not actually
Yeah.
here in the
So
chat.
we only need $5 more, and then I'll be forced to sing.
We are $5 away from making Netter sing. Make her sing. She
Make
didn't
her
sing
sing.
last time.
Sing, Netter, sing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. I have extra. Okay, let me see. Surprise! It's a hit. You're talking about not only a new genre in terms of rap, but crossover West Coast rap that barely existed. There weren't a lot of West Coast records that were getting played on national R&B or pop radio at the time.
That's true.
Nothing had come out of California on a pop or dance level. Not to that extent. Nothing. We're talking 88, 89 when mobile phones are larger than textbooks and not everybody has cable. And there's really not too much in terms of the internet. You don't know how big the record is other than looking at Billboard charts and that kind of thing.
True.
It's not like you can go to a website, click and see how many sales you've had. Some of the
Right.
information may have been out there, but they weren't giving it to me. But on tour, you land in a city, it's like, oh, they know it here. Oh, they know it here. Oh, they sing it back to me. Literally, it was like that. You couldn't track a record. So I didn't know how big the record was until 6 months to a year after things were really hitting. Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
Nowadays, someone puts
absolutely.
something on YouTube, and it's like a week later, and it's they know if it's a hit or maybe.
As a
even
side
the
note,
day.
Nate has gotten us over the hump. Netter's going to
Yay!
be singing next week, and Nate, you contributed so much to this effort. You contribute so much to this channel. I swear, you deserve VIP access. I'm going to start including you if you would like to join us in the studio for the Monday night members stream. I'm going to start shooting you the link if you want to come and join the VIPs. You're definitely keeping the lights on. Let's put it that way. You know.
Thank you,
Ejector
Nate.
Curtain says that was my dinner movie, but totally worth it.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Ejector Curtain said that was my dinner money, but totally worth it.
Oh,
thank you.
dude, don't
Starve yourself.
Don't anybody give money you can't afford. I mean, just I mean, to be honest, yes, this is how I make my living. But guys, don't give more than you can afford, please. I don't want that. That's not what I'm here for. But I'm sorry. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about Bust a Move?
I just wanted to say it's interesting how the original lyric was "make a move" because maybe I'm reading this wrong. I take "bust a move" as you don't know what to say to the, you're doing those things. Wants to dance. You know, break out because the girl wants to dance, and you're going to be all.
But make a move is
you're going to be
like
talking about how
moving
Pac-Man
into-
was
yeah.
Puck-Man, or say something stupid that she's not going to want to hear. So just bust a move and dance rather than opening up your mouth.
Which
and
kind
turning it off.
of falls into the nature of the video. We'll get into that when we get to the lyrics.
Yeah.
But
let me go. Some great. Again, there's Flea. I couldn't find a lot of images for this. I do advise you checking out the video. It's a lot of fun, and it is a classic. Now it's funny because I'm.
you know who that is?
Who? That's
Do you
Flea
know
at
who
the
that
end.
is? You just pictured there.
Flea from Red Hot
That's
Chili
Flea
Peppers.
from
Yes.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah.
And it's let's see.
Crystal Blake was the girl that you just had up. Yeah.
Nice looking lady.
God, she really is beautiful. Yeah, she was doing that. So this is actually a slightly blurry picture, so it's harder to see.
Yeah, I
She's
couldn't
got
find
that
good pictures.
She's got that eye makeup that is very popular now that not a lot of people were doing back then. I really found that kind of impressive revisiting this particular video.
I had a friend of mine back when I was getting dragged to karaoke in my college days. Speaking of karaoke,
Oh, you did karaoke too? Okay.
But it went back in the day, and she did this video, and I don't know how, because frankly, I would find this be a hard karaoke song, and she did it flawlessly, and she would even do the dancing on the stage, just bust a move, and she was on there just rolling with
You
it.
gotta sing like you don't need the money. You gotta dance like nobody's watching. It's gotta come from the heart if you want it to work.
Yeah, exactly. But brilliant. I don't know. I think it's an underrated video. I don't see too much
It
on
very
the video.
much
They
is.
talk about the
I
song, but
had
they don't talk about the video.
until we were putting this together. I hadn't watched the video in like almost 30 years until I watched it today, and I was like, "Damn, this is pretty good. This is pretty good." There's a lot of good dancing in it. There's a lot of tongue in cheekedness. Anyway, let me get into what I got here.
Yeah, go right ahead. Yeah.
MPTV started playing the. So this comes from an interview that Marvin Young MC,
right,
did with the professor of rock. He said MTV. I'm not quoting. I'm paraphrasing. MTV started playing the video. People then started buying the record. Once the radio outlets saw the record sales, they put it into radio rotation. It went to number 7 on the pop charts, and it stayed on the charts for 40 weeks. So the reason I include that particular segment of his testimony about it is to point out that the popularity of this song really came from the video. It started with the video in rotation on MTV that led to the record sales, which led to, the charts. Bust a Move was featured, like you said, in the John Hughes classic, Uncle Buck. Man, I got to do a watch party of Uncle Buck. That one is a beloved one in this house. Buck melanoma, Molly Russell's wart, not her pimple, not her tumor. Yes. I love that whole bit is hysterical. I used it used samples from songs by Bette Midler, Ball and Jack, Royal Cash, and Dennis Coffey and the Detroit Guitar Band. It featured guest vocals by Crystal Blake, very lovely Crystal Blake, and bass guitar by Flea of Red Hot Chili Peppers, both of whom appear in the video. Young also co-wrote the 2 biggest rap hits of the 80s for Tone Loc, Wild Thing and Funky Cole Medina. So the lyrics go, "This here's a jam for all the fellas." I'm going to be very white about this. "Trying to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down because you're overzealous." Overzealous as one
Well, some
word.
of the men being shown examples are they're white guys and black guys in both in the video doing the moves. So yeah.
Oh yeah. This was a diverse crowd. No doubt.
You're right.
About
Yeah.
Play hard to get. Females get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and showing body. Oh gosh, I didn't even realize that line.
It's brilliant.
That's so true. That is brilliant.
I don't know if the song could play today. I don't know.
No, probably not. No. Well, no, because dude, if you're a black singer and you're singing these lyrics, yeah, I dare you to say anything about it. That's just the way the modern modern way goes. Let's see.
And hello, Wilkie's Movies and Music, who became a Barfly.
Dude! Oh, thank you so much. No, I hope you didn't feel obligated, man. Wilkie's Movies and Music just became monetized. We've been doing everything we could to get him past that 500 subscriber mark, and he already had the viewership, so he's
watch hours, yeah.
He's doing it on his own, but we helped get him. I like to think we helped get him over that hump, but guys, please go check out Netter's last Thursday things on her channel where she interviewed Wilkie's Movies and Music. We got him coming back up in 2 weeks.
Well, you want to listen to like the last half hour.
Whatever.
But I am having him back on, not next week, but the week after.
And if you're following me every Friday on Liquid Lunch, I will be shepherding you over to his channel every Friday that he's got a live stream. Thank you so much, Corey. You're wonderful. You really, really are. As I always say, if I like a channel and you like what I like, you're probably going to like the channels I follow. So where was I? Play hard to get the girl... Get
the lyrics.
Play hard to get.
Yeah.
Females get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and showing body. A chick walks by. You wish you could sex her. But well, keep in mind before there was email, there was text messaging back in the 80s. But you're standing on the wall like you was a Poindexter. Next day's function, high class luncheon, food is served, and you're stone cold munching. Music comes on, people start to dance. But then you ate so much you nearly split your pants. Oh, guys,
Love that.
These lyrics are perfectly encapsulated in the video. All of this is beautifully illustrated by the action in the video. You got to check it out. Again, the playlist is up at the top. Check out these videos. A girl starts walking, guys start gawking, sits down next to you and starts talking, says she wants to dance because she likes the groove. So come on, fatso, just bust a move. Next lyric. You're on a mission and you're wishing someone could cure your lonely condition. Looking for love in all the wrong places. No fine girls, just ugly faces. From frustration, first inclination, it's to become a monk and leave the situation. But every dark tunnel has a lighter hope. So don't hang yourself with a celibate rope. I'm looking at you, Skeptic Tank. I saw you drop that line. New movie showing, so you're going. Could care less about the 5 you're blowing. 5? Fuck. This was a long time ago, right? Theaters get dark.
George Range, I take it, yeah.
Yeah, just to start the show. Then you spot the fine woman sitting in the front row. She's dressed in yellow. She says, hello. Come sit next to me, you're fine fellow. You run over there without a second to lose. And what comes next? Hey, bust a move. Guys tell jokes so they can seem witty. Tell the funny joke just to get some play. That doesn't rhyme. Oh, I missed a line, that's why. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I missed a line. In the cities, ladies look pretty. Guys tell jokes so they seem witty. Tell a funny joke just to get some play. Then you try to make a move and she says, no way. Girls are freaking, goodness sakin', and they want a man who brings home the bacon. Got no money, you got no car, then you got no woman, and there you are. Some girls are sophistic. I like that word. It's not a word, but it's a word. Materialistic. Looking for a man makes them opportunistic. They're lying on the beach, perpetuating a tan, so that a brother with money can be their man. So on the beach, you're strolling, real high rolling. Everything you have is yours and no This works a little bit better with music, not stolen. A girl runs up and something to prove. So don't just stand there, bust a move. You know, the oohs and the ahs and the...
Bust a move.
Running and, yeah. Your best friend Harry has a brother Larry. His 5 days from now, he's gonna marry. He's hoping you can make it there if you can, because in the ceremony, you'll be the best man. Well, that's a long way of saying it. You say neato, check your libido. Holy crap. Some of these lyrics, I love it. It's brilliant. And roll to church in your new tuxedo. The bride walks down just to start the wedding. And there's one more girl you won't be getting. So you start thinking, then you start blinking. A bridesmaid looks and thinks that you're winking. She thinks you're kind of cute, and she winks back. And now you're feeling really fine because the girl is stacked. Reception's jumping, bass is pumping. Look at the girl and your heart starts thumping. She says she wants to dance to a different groove. Now you know what to do. Gee, bust a move.
Brilliant.
Damn, that's a song about a guy who's learning to be a player. Just saying.
Or just be a player. Yes. It's interesting that brings up the term Poindexter. This is a reference term that might be lost on
It was
the
a
younger
term
generation.
that meant nerd.
Do you know what its origin is? I was looking that up while you were reading.
I don't.
Because I remember Poindexter was tossed around when I was a kid, and that's actually it's a 1980s name of a character in the animated television series Felix the Cat, known for his intelligence and his use of scientific jargon, and he had glasses. That's where that came from.
Interesting.
So Poindexter becomes known as like nerd, like the skinny guy with the glasses, with the pocket protector. Yeah. That ends up becoming the term Poindexter, and I often wondered where its origin came from. But I remember that was tossed around a lot. That's like another name for nerd back in the 80s.
CluuStudios, welcome, by the way. He says nerd. I love that.
Gen X were cruel.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
Tree Rock Creations says, I miss mixtapes. Yeah, I used to record a lot of songs off the radio, and I made a couple mixtapes for Netter. A couple songs that she didn't otherwise know that became big favorites of hers just because I put them on a mixtape for her. Just saying.
Mixtapes.
There was a purpose for it. And this was, look, I hate to sound like the old fogey in the room, but some of these songs were kind of friggin' brilliant. And now that you've got these, what was it that Dan Aykroyd called this pre-programmed electronic disco music? This AI generated. Hey, look, some of my music is AI generated, and it's actually pretty good. People talk about, hey, that's very catchy. You know why it's catchy? Because the computer has gone out there and done the algorithms and paid attention to the most popular music and figured out what everybody finds catchy and reproduces it, There's kind of an algorithm that determines what is good music. And that's actually kind of true. I mean, music is mathematics. And people have talked about this for a long time. And you may not, actually, analyze it to figure it out. Some people kind of understand it intuitively without doing the maths. But the computers are actually doing the maths and recreating catchy music for us. But this picture again, the woman looks like the woman behind the singer is whipping him.
Might be.
Maybe off camera. That's exactly what was going on. You never know.
Never know.
I don't want to yuck somebody's. She was very pretty. She really was.
But
these pictures, these still pictures don't
watch the video.
Check out the
I wish
video. It's
better
in the playlist I've got listed above. I have an ex-girlfriend that wrote a zine. Is that for those of you that don't know what a zine is? They were
or a zine. I've heard them called zines too.
They were independently produced magazines sold in
record shops.
Yeah, record shops and independent art shops and stuff like that, especially in big cities. Had a lot of them around here. And she put one of my playlists into an issue. Long time since dem days. Yeah, I dig it. I really do. And I guess in a way, Boomer Wouldn't you agree? That's kind of what these kinds of streams are. It's our little mixtape in a way.
Well, it's our trying to also, I think we forget what things were like sometimes. I mean, I'm not going to say this is the good
old days.
But like even the young MC's recollections of what it was like back then when you didn't know if you had a hit yet. You're just because the information wasn't there. There was no internet. It's
that was that. No. Yeah, you're referencing probably the same interview that I saw.
Right.
He basically said that he was like, look, it wasn't until the video came out and the record sales started coming in. And it's playing on all the radio stations because of MTV. And he was like, oh. And he said I was already on tour at the time, trying to promote the song. So.
Huh. Cool.
But yeah. Anyway, but those are a couple of 6 songs from the 80s. Netter, did you say we already made the $50 we had as a goal? Guys, next week we will be doing a karaoke stream. The way this works, for those of you that were here for the last one, is I will start the stream over here, say hi to all of you all. It usually takes about a half hour because you guys are so wonderful. Come in, say hi to all of you, but I will have posted the forwarding link. We're going to go over to the Green Machine where we have a little bit more freedom, and you guys can join me over there. If you want, you can join me in the studio and sing a song.
Which would be amazing. I would love to hear you guys sing.
Yes, absolutely. I am going to shoot out the invite to some bigger channels like Deleted Scenes and Tom Connors from Midnight's Edge After Dark. They tend to be, karaoke whores. So maybe I can get them to come join us. We'll see. But Netter and I did karaoke when we were dating. He's still here. He heard me call him a karaoke whore. I should be there. Netter and I did karaoke when we were first. She introduced me to karaoke. Her and her girlfriend introduced me to this whole concept. So that's why the B-52s, that's why I said it would be a great song for us to do as a duet. And now we'll do it next week as a duet. Netter and her girlfriend did the song. They said, we want you to do this song with it. And I had never heard Love Shack before. And I'm like, I can't do this song. I don't know this song. They're like, if you just talk it out in rhythm, you'll be fine. And I'm like, this doesn't sound right. Just trust us. And I have the first line in the song. If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the... And I'm like, this sounds terrible. Oh my God. And we got some great cheers from the audience. And I'm like, you people must be friggin' drunk. Only come to hear the song after the fact the next day. And I'm like, oh, okay, I see.
See?
Got me a Chrysler, it's as big as a whale, and we're heading on down to the Love Shack.
Well,
I had no idea. I was actually doing a pretty decent job because it wasn't a very high bar. For
that's a preview for next week, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you don't like Love Shack? Oh yeah, she and her friend used to do Rome. Oh gosh, and it was the first time I'd heard her. No. I'm sorry, maybe that was the one song that I knew by the B-52s, and when she and her friend did that, I'm like, hey, you guys are pretty good. Rome,
I used to do Rome.
Want to roam around the world.
That's a good one.
Oh, I love that song. Those gals did not age well. They didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, lesbianism has a tendency to have an impact on you. Sorry, just saying. Nothing against them, but they tend to do the whole look like a man concept, which is not flattering. I don't find men attractive. I really don't. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just how I'm wired, you know. But the duet you guys should do is... I've thought about that. It's funny. It's funny that you say Kenny Rogers and Sheena Easton, because yes, they absolutely did the release version of that song. But on Dolly Parton's show, she had a variety show back in the 80s. What, 80s or 90s? I forget. And she had Kenny Rogers as a guest. And they did that duet. And I don't know if it was improv or not, but he sings, "We've Got Tonight." And she sings, "Who Needs Sheena Easton?" And I swear I don't remember anything after that. I just was laughing so hard that I thought that was friggin' brilliant. But if you want Kenny and Dolly, "Islands in the Stream," another great song. "Sail away." Oh gosh. If you are here from the Orville Nation, community, you must be a Dolly Parton fan. You should be if you're not. Dolly Parton is an American treasure. And you know, her Dollywood is actually doing better business than Disney at this point. Check out that Park Place and Valiant Renegade. They've talked about it. Yeah.
Disney got too expensive, I think. That probably has something to do with it.
Yes, Cynthia Nixon is another great example of a chewer of the rug who has hit the wall.
To be fair, she got really sick, though. I mean, as I recalled, right?
Could be lifestyle choices. Just saying. Yeah, Mark Daly's, thumbs up on that one. I don't know what went before this, but getting silly is what we're all about here, my friend. Just saying. I got challenged on my drunkenness. Someone said, by the end of your stream, you didn't seem all that drunk. And I'm like, it's because I usually stop drinking at a certain point and I start to lose my buzz. I gotta work on that. I'm sorry. I'll do better as I go forward. The Bearded Clam. Yes. The name of the bar from the Family Guy. Yeah. But there you go. Boy, man, that was a. We hit all the songs, right? We're not missing any, right?
We got 6. We usually do 3 each, and I'm sure we'll tackle this again someday because there's always more videos. I did like how we started out at the beginning with basically the beginning of the 80s, which was 1980.
Yeah.
And we ended with 89 with the Free Falling and Bust a Mover 89. So we kind of ran the whole thing. But,
so I've kind of acapella'd a couple of these songs throughout the night. Please don't take that as an indicator of my singing abilities. Not that I'm saying I have very good singing abilities, but they will be on full display next week because you guys put your money where your mouth is and decided you wanted to get me singing. So I will be singing next week on the karaoke stream. Maybe Aged Boomer will come back and do another couple songs. He did some last time, and he did pretty good.
I'm sure I'll be pressured into doing it.
Can I recommend if you're going to do another Man in Black song? Yeah. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I think that would be a perfect song for you to do.
I just did that one last time.
Oh, did you do it last time?
Yeah.
For the love of Pete, I will find another Man in Black, okay?
Yeah. Oh, Man Named Sue.
We'll see. I'll pick one. We'll see which one I do.
That would be a good one too.
All right.
There was another. Tennessee Flat Top Box. That would be another good one for you.
I'll look into it.
He would play doom 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 doom. And now because you guys willed it into existence, Netter will be singing too. Netter will be singing too next week. And including a Love Shack duet that I'll do with Netter. And I hope you're not offended easily, because I'm gonna get friggin' flamboyant with that song. I'm gonna do the whole flamboyant thing. Yeah. Well, I don't know your taste in music yet. You probably do. I love jazz. I love 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s. Pretty much anything from the 80s back. I know very spattering of music in the 90s. I have to say 90s on is after my time. Netter's a little bit more up to date with modern music than I am. So she introduces me to songs from now and then. So, just...
Yeah, the two songs that I could possibly do well are older songs.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to do a lot. So generally, okay. So Tree Rock, there's what I like, and there's what I know I can sing. There is overlap there, but it's like a Punnett square, right? Or not a Punnett square. What do they call those circles, where they overlap? I forget what those are called. There's what I like, there's what I can sing, and there is a little bit of overlap. Mm-hmm. What I generally go for in singing is Elvis, the Eagles, and anything Rat Pack, generally. Those are the most common. If it's in that range, I can probably pull it off, But anyway, so there you go. That's I'm kind of pushing it hard. I hope you guys can all make it back next week. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
But so I played the promos. You guys all know what's coming up.
Do you want to say what you're doing tomorrow night, though? Just so they have a...
Yeah. So tomorrow night, you probably caught it, but it didn't necessarily hit with you. Over on Netter's Network, we're going to be watching a double feature. The Gamers and The Gamers Dorkness Rising. These are independent films that were funded by crowdfunding. So don't expect great acting. Don't expect great special effects. It's it is what it is. But damn, it's funny, especially if you're the type of person who's ever played a tabletop role-playing game. Let's face it, if you're just a nerd, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Come check it out with us. So that's tomorrow night on Netter's channel, of course. Geeky Geezers will catch up on the week's geek news. Monday night, this was not in the promos. Monday night, for all of you that are members of my channel, we will be watching, starting at 8 Central, the movie you all chose, which is Terror on the Prairie, starring Gina Carano. I felt like this was a movie honestly, I have the DVD, but I haven't watched it yet. So it's about time I watch it, and I figure you guys wanted to see it too. She just won a major victory over Disney. Hopefully that means her career's kind of coming back, and let's take a look at her most recent film. What? We're having fun on YouTube? How is this possible? We find ways, Tree Rock. We fight the algorithm. We get around it. We get around these rules. We're not gonna take it. We are gonna have fun because we choose to. I hope I've earned a subscription from you because we do this every Friday night. Plus, if you're looking for something to do on your lunch hour, I got Liquid Lunch every weekday from noon to 1 Central. So there you go. I don't know what this is in reference to, and it's probably going to get me demonetized, but I'm going to say it anyway. Gay emoji. I'm sure there's more to that than what you just said, but whatever. So that is all I got. Have I missed anything, Boomer?
No, I think that's it.
Netter, any thoughts? Anything I should have said and didn't say?
All of you guys are Osmo.
You guys are wonderful. That's absolutely true.
We appreciate all of you so very much. I mean, I don't even have the words to properly say it. All I can say is you guys are Osmo. And we really do love you guys. I said, you're our family. And the person that was gifted the membership, I hope that Dan does come to the chats and checks us out and sticks around and becomes a part of our family too. You know
what? I think Eject a Curtain kind of sums it up. Heart.
Yeah.
Heart. Thank you so much, my friend.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed your Friday weekend kickoff over here. We do this every Friday at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. And guys, I super appreciate you. You guys take care. Enjoy hanging out with you. I hope you guys enjoy watching me get drunk on stream. You guys are Osmo, as Netter says. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. We don't have an outro, so I'm not going to even play the closing credits. I'm just going to end this stream. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.